Um, it's not because she was born with a silver spoon in her mouth. She was not. There's a lot of education in her family, but not a lot. There wasn't a lot of money. Um, and it's not because she just loves financial stuff. She's not somebody who's gonna sit around and watch Bloomberg all day. The reason that she had wealth, I could define it, most of it, in three key areas. I hope she doesn't mind me sharing this. One, she had a family that taught her about the flaws of being overly materialistic. It was more about substance. It's about education and learning and family and love and things like that. The money or the designer jeans and all that was never really a big deal for her. And she's still like that to this day. That probably saved her hundreds of thousands of dollars because she doesn't run to the mall to get a whole bunch of fancy stuff. She's a little bougie. She'll have a Coach purse or she drives a Benz, that kind of thing. But she's not a person that's out here just feeling like the clothes you wear and or buying designer this, designer that makes you any better. So she was always kind of a down to earth person in that capacity. So and that came from her parents. Number two, um, her family really valued education. Both of her parents were educators. And so this led her, when she was choosing who to marry, she wanted to marry a smart man. She did not want to marry a jock or whatever. I told you I knew her when she was younger. She would get hit on by NBA players, NFL players, stuff like that. She had no interest in that. She said, I want the smart guy. And I'm a professor. Her father's a professor. There's a coincidence there. It's not, it's more than a coincidence. Um, in fact, she has the same profession as my mother. My mother's a social worker, just like my wife, and they look alike. They took a picture together, and my wife's mother said, "You look more like Boyce's mother than you look like me." So there's a whole set of financial, or sorry, of psychology theories behind that. Like we tend to marry our parents. That's what pretty much I've seen, right? So if your parent was crappy, then unfortunately that means you might have a series of really crappy relationships because you have to go back to the therapy. They'll help you process that. I promise you. Because I didn't learn I married my mother until I was 50. I didn't know that. I said, "Oh my God, I married my mom. What the hell does that mean?" So anyway, so that led to a certain type of choice in terms of partner, right? She was married to another man before me. He's a great guy. He's super smart. He's good with money. So that added to her ability to have financial security. Because she could have just, been like a seven-time baby mama or something if she wanted to. Or she could have went after the closest thug she could find. Or she could have dated some guy with eight gold teeth and, like a rapper that gets everybody pregnant. She could have done that. But she's like, no, I want the smart guy. I'm looking for the smart guy. That's who I want to be with. I don't want to be with the dumb guy. Okay. So the third thing that she did that was just brilliant in its simplicity, and it's really, I give her parents credit for this, is that when she got her first job and she went to her father was a respected professor at Tuskegee. He was there for 30 years. Dr. Francis Taylor. He's well known there. She said, "What do I do with my money? How should I do this 401k stuff and all that?" Well, he told her something that a lot of black folks don't hear and a lot of black folks don't do. You know what he said? It's real simple. He said, whatever your company is matching in your 401k, you maximize that. If they'll match up to 5%, you put 5% in the 401k so you can maximize the matching that they do, and you don't sell those assets. You just remain consistent, match the maximum, your money's going to grow. Why is that a big deal? Well, because at that point, he put her in a position to become what David Bach refers to as the automatic millionaire. The automatic millionaire is millions of people around this country who don't get caught up in the fast money nonsense